Howdy, I'm Bob Terry, and thanks for joining us here on Westerns on the Web for another great Western adventure. And here comes Cisco and Pancho, our amigos for a long, long time now.
Here's adventure. Here's romance. Here's O. Henry's famous Robin Hood of the Old West, the Cisco Kid.
Hi, Cisco, you just come back in time. This chicken was getting cold without no clothes on.
You're not ready anyway. What you need is a good bed of hot coals.
Oh, Cisco, I learned to cook from the greatest cooks in the whole world, and they always cook over an open fire.
Stand still and drop your gun belts.
What?
I said drop your gun. Then give me your money.
Money? Mister, you make a big joke. Money? Where's Pancho going to get money?
Pancho's right. We have no money.
Stand back there. I said stand back there.
Just as I thought. No bullets.
Me? I am robbed without bullets? Oh, this is too much.
Please, mister. I never meant you no harm. Let me go.
Are you hungry? Pancho, put the coffee on the fire. Tell me, what's troubling you?
Nothing I can't take care of.
By robbing people? If you really meant business, what were you doing with a gun without bullets?
Well, I guess maybe I was afraid I might hurt somebody. I never done this before, mister.
Then why try now?
Well, I'm sorry I done it, and I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, maybe you'll feel better after you eat.
No, Pancho!
How many times I've told you not to cook a chicken that way? You must have hot coals.
How many times I told you that the smoke what gives the flavor?
Yeah, and it leaves it raw in the middle.
Cisco, I admit you are right when it comes to shooting and fighting. But Pancho Miguel Fernando González y Conejo is right when it comes to cooking.
I should have kept my eye on him.
See, Merwinzer, now he leaves us here barefooted without horses. Cisco, I hope that Loco bites that old man. If he don't, I'm going to bite him myself.
Walking is good exercise, Pancho.
Yeah, I like it when I don't have to use my feet.
We have 500 head down there ready to ship whenever you say the word.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
Mr. Kelly,
What do you want?
I'm sorry if I disturbed you, Mr. Kelly, sir, but please...
Wait a minute. Here, now beat it. We're busy.
Oh, I ain't begging. I'm here I've got a couple of mighty fine horses hitched out there, and I'll sell them cheap, Mr. Kelly, sir.
Yeah, where'd you get them?
They're mighty fine horses. Mr. Kelly, please buy them.
You think I'm foolish enough to buy stolen horses? What's the matter with you, Silas?
I'm begging you. Please buy them.
What for?
I've just got to have the money.
What do you need the money for, Silas? Now stop acting like an idiot and either tell me or get out.
That's my daughter. She's coming here today to find her dad's nothing but an old bum.
She thinks you're pretty well fixed, huh?
You see, you know how it is when you're writing to someone you never expect to see again. Well, I've been kind of building myself up to her, and I can't let her find out. I just can't.
Silas, how would you like to have a ranch of your own? Clothes, plenty of food.
Don't make fun of me, sir.
No, I mean it. I've been wanting to buy the Circle O ranch, but it wouldn't look good, me being the general manager of the packing house. Now, if you were to buy it, look, suppose you go out and get yourself some new clothes and meet that stage. Your ranch will be waiting.
Gosh, Mr. Kelly.
Now, you must never tell anybody about this. So far as anyone else is concerned, you bought that ranch.
Oh, yeah. No, nobody will ever learn nothing no different from me. Oh, sir. Thanks, Mr. Kelly.
Well, Shelby, you've been saying you didn't feel safe using that old vacant ranch. There's your tenant.
The prairie front. If anybody finds cattle there, the old goat won't know from nothing.
Better than a gold mine, and twice as safe.
My darling little girl. My, you're getting more beautiful all the time.
Look, Cisco, there's the man who kidnapped Loco.
I guess we'd better get started. You've got a long drive.
Hey, what did you do with Loco?
With what?
You know what I'm talking about.
You're a little confused. This gentleman is Mr. Bernard of the Circle O. He didn't tell us his name when he stole our horses.
Why, I never saw you before.
Don't you dare accuse my father of stealing your horses. I'll have you know he owns one of the biggest ranches in this country.
Look, Cisco. Just a minute, men. Where did you get those horses?
It's none of your business.
It certainly is our business. They're ours.
Nobody accuses me of stealing horses.
Get your gun, Pancho.
What happened?
The Cisco kid jumped us and stole our horses.
Cisco kid? That means trouble. I'll send out an alarm.
I don't want Cisco and his pal hanging around while this deal is on. Get rid of them.
Now we will turn the tables upside down and do a little bushwhacking, eh, Cisco?
Not yet, Pancho. Now I wonder where they got to. Well, we better head back to the ranch.
Where we go from here, Cisco?
I told you before, Pancho. I want to have a talk with this old man.
Hey, Cisco, everybody's happy. The senorita, she's got a fire, we got our horses, and why don't you leave well enough by itself?
Well, I want to find out why one minute this old man is a bum and the next minute he's a prosperous rancher.
Well, Cisco, that's his business.
When he steals our horses, it is our business, my friend. So, this is the ranch.
He talk pretty plain, huh?
Yes, but he doesn't keep his gates locked. Uh-oh, a guard. Let's right over there and see what he's guarding.
Cisco, now we are mountain goats.
Look, Pancho.
Cisco, with all this rancho to eat in, why do they keep the cattle in a little canyon like that?
I wonder how many heads really belong there.
Oh, Cisco, you always want to make nothing out of something.
Maybe so. But why that guard over there?
Oh, he's over there to tell the cattle not to leave.
Or anyone else not to come in. Look, Pancho.
What are you looking at, Cisco?
This brand has been changed.
Whoever changed it didn't do a very good job.
That's why they killed the steer and buried the hide.
Hey, Cisco, but this is a job for the sheriff, and we can't see the sheriff because he wants us for horse stealing. Let's went.
No, Pancho. That old man is in trouble, all right, but he's not a rustler. He wouldn't waste his time stealing our horses if he had a business like this. Come on, we're going to talk to him. Ship the cattle tonight to make room for the others we're getting next week.
This place is sure swell cover to work from, boss.
We want to talk to you. I thought you had them finished off.
There will be this time, for sure.
Now, sir, what is it you want?
You know, Cisco got a great curiosity. He don't like nothing he can't tangle up.
Now, when you came to our camp...
Your camp? I've never been to your camp.
Now, look, mister. I know you're in trouble. If you don't want our help, we'll go away.
See, we all go.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then what's the stolen cattle doing on your land?
Stolen cattle? There are no stolen cattle on this ranch, sir.
I think you really believe that. That's why we came to see you.
Cisco, look out! Cisco, let him stop now. All around here.
Look at that gun. Go on, get out. Drop that gun.
Gentlemen, wait, please. These men have come to help me. This is my friend, Mr. Kelly, and my foreman, Shelby.
They stole 2 horses in town today.
No, I'll explain that later.
Then maybe someone can explain why those men tried to kill me.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but I do know you've made a serious accusation. He claims there's stolen cattle in one of the canyons.
I hope you're prepared to prove that. I can and I will.
Well, young man, I've been a lot of mean things in my time, but I've never rustled and I've never killed. And if you can show me any cattle that don't belong here, they'll be returned to their rightful owners.
I'll be glad to. Come on, Pancho. Let's get our horses.
Cisco, this girl is too nice a senorita to make trouble for. Let's win. What? And leave her here with all these questions unanswered? I didn't hear her say one little word. You know, Cisco, someday you're going to wake up and find out that the moon has a mousetrap and you are the green cheese.
Oh, Pancho, you and your little jokes.
Paula, you stay here. There's likely to be trouble. You don't know what it's like out here in the West.
Well, then it's time I found out. After all, I intend to live here.
You're just like your mother.
Cattle in Red Rock Canyon, like you said, it's that way.
I'm going the back way. There may be guards over there. Good idea, Cisco. Suppose we separate and come in from 2 directions. Shelby and I'll go this way. No, it's better we all go together.
I said we'd go that way.
Why? Because you set an ambush for us?
So, it was true all along. There are rustled cattle here.
Pancho, tie him up. How is he?
I guess I told the wrong man my troubles. I wanted you to think I was big, Paula. Successful. Be proud of me.
Dad, don't talk like that.
He'll be all right if we can get him to a doctor.
Go get Kelly. I'll stay here and take care of him.
He'll pull through. Come on, Pancho. There you are, Pancho. Just as I thought. It's a trap. Hey, what are you going to do about that guard? We'll take care of him first. Bring the rope. Pancho, you take his place and delay them in case anything happens.
Oh, that's a pleasure.
Tie him up. Right now. Wonder what's keeping them. Maybe they went around up top. Hey, Al! You see anything anything yet? What's the matter with you? Ask your question.
I didn't see nothing.
That's not Al's voice. Go have a look. Those shots came from up there.
One punch, Pancho.
Put up your hands, Kelly. Drop your gun. Drop it, I said.
They hang rustlers in this state, Mr. Kelly. Well, what are you going to do now, Cisco? What do we ever do with them, Pancho? Oh, the same as unusual, eh? We'll take them to the sheriff. Oh, take them to the sheriff. How different. We take them to the sheriff. We put them in jail. We knock them out. We bring them to. We tie them up. We turn them loose. Nothing to do till next time, eh? You'll be up and around in no time. See, if the locking of the jaw or the gangrene don't set in, you will be out like that. Hey, Cisco, why is...
They're all locked up, every last one of them. You're looking mighty fit for an old fellow. Oh, you can't kill an old man like me. The only thing I hate is leaving this ranch.
You don't have to.
You wouldn't josh an old man, would you?
I most certainly wouldn't do a thing like that. Kelly bought the ranch in your name, remember?
That's right. The owners of those stolen cattle insisted you keep some of them. Sort of a foundation herd, you might say.
Oh, Dad! Now we can be ranchers, just like you always said.
Honey, you make me feel like your mother's come back to me at last.
Maybe she never left your heart. Cisco! Pancho!
Oh, Cisco, you are playing with firecrackers. Oh, Pancho. Oh, Cisco. Goodbye, amigos. See you soon.
Episode of Cisco and Pancho, and I hope you'll come by and see us at Toy Gun Town, and also I hope you'll spend some more time with us here on westernsontheweb.com. I'm Bob Terry. Have a great day, and we hope to see you again on down the trail. Howdy, I'm Bob Terry, and welcome to another wonderful Western episode of the Cisco Kid and Poncho. And it's brought to you free here on the internet at westernsontheweb.com. We'll see you after the show.
Here's adventure. Here's romance. Here's O. Henry's famous Robin Hood of the Old West, the Cisco Kid.
Stick 'em up.
Marge, I thought this place was out of bounds. Does your uncle know you're here?
Well, I hope not. I just strayed away from the ranch, and the first thing I knew, here I was. How are you getting along?
No, slow. This place is going to need a lot of work. All I need now is another pair of hands.
Well, what's the matter with these?
Marge, you know how I feel. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Hello, Mr. Lacey.
I told you you weren't to see him again.
I'm sorry, Uncle Jim, but I happen to be in love with him. And I'm afraid there's nothing you can do about it.
There's plenty I can do, and I will. As for you, Ryan, if I ever catch you talking to my niece again, I'll beat you within an inch of your life.
I wouldn't try it, Mr. Lacey. I might forget that you're twice my age. And I might also remember what you did to my father.
You're just like your father. He couldn't keep his hands off of other people's property.
If you ever say that about my father again, I'll kill you.
Get on your horse, Marge.
I'll catch up with you later. Bill, you shouldn't have said that.
No, I guess not. He's right about you, though. As long as you're under his roof.
What's wrong with your roof?
It leaks. Oh, can't you see, Marge? I can't ask you to give up everything you have just for a hand-to-mouth existence.
I wish you'd stop being so noble.
Hello, Sam. You want to see me? Hello, Jason. Sit down. You still want to be foreman of the Lacey Ranch? Well, sure, Sam. You know that. What about Stephen? Oh, I think a change can be made. Old man Lacey was in this morning. He seemed quite perturbed over the goings-on between his niece and young Ryan. He had me change his will. That's very interesting, but how does it make me foreman? He made me executor of his estate. After he's killed, why... He's killed? Yes, that's where you come in. Now, as I was saying, after he's dead, I'll appoint you foreman to the ranch, and between us, we'll pick it as clean as a bone. That sounds great. How do I keep the sheriff off my neck? I've got that all figured out. Now, you do exactly as I say, and the sheriff will be after young Ryan instead of you. And nothing like having a lawyer for a partner. That's right.
threatened to kill Lacey.
Maybe I did. You know how you say things when you lose your temper.
How do you account for your branding iron being found beside the body?
Well, I don't know, unless the killer left it there to incriminate me.
Or you dropped it by accident.
But I tell you, I didn't kill him.
Well, the circuit judge will have to decide that. You're under arrest. Get on your horse.
Stop!
Howdy.
Hello, Sheriff.
Did you see a young fella right past here just a few minutes ago?
No, sir. We saw nobody pass here.
Well, if you happen to run into him, well, look out. He's a killer.
Help.
Cisco, for once, the sheriff ain't looking for us, eh? Hey, what's that? Shh. Where are we going, Cisco?
Come out of there. Quick.
Hey, he's the killer, Cisco. The one the sheriff is looking for.
Please, I'm not a killer.
Help me, Pancho.
The next thing I knew, the sheriff came to arrest me.
Did this Lacey have other enemies?
I don't know. He was a cantankerous old goat, but I don't know of anybody who hated him enough to kill him.
Except you, maybe, eh?
I suppose I am the logical suspect. I can't blame you for not believing me.
But we do believe you.
We do?
You stay here out of sight. Pancho and I will see what we can find out. Come on, Pancho.
Miss Lacey,
Yes?
we are friends of Bill Ryan. My name is Cisco. This is my good friend Pancho.
Won't you come in?
Here we are in.
Well, won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Well, sit down, please. Where is Bill? Is he all right?
He is safe, but it looks very much like someone has framed Bill. Do you know who he could be?
Well, everyone liked Bill except my uncle. And he resented him because of an old feud he had with Bill's father.
Is there anything that you can tell us that might give us a lead?
Well, this may not have any bearing, but a very strange thing happened. When Mr. Foster, Uncle's attorney, took over the estate as executor, he fired our foreman and several others who had been on the ranch for years.
That is a very strange way for this executor to act. You know, maybe you have given us a lead.
You're leading to more and bigger trouble, I think.
We'll get in touch with you later.
And give Bill my love.
Hey, maybe he wants to take him a little kiss, eh?
Pancho.
Howdy, Miss Marge.
Hello, Sheriff.
Say, I know you two.
Remember, we met you down by the river. Did you catch your fish?
Nope, still angling. You know, I got an idea that Ryan might try to sneak back here to see you.
Why, that's foolish. He wouldn't dare.
Well, you can't tell.
It's easy to find out, Sheriff. Why don't you look?
That's what I had in mind. All right with you, Miss Marge?
Well, of course.
Then I show you around, huh? Come with me.
What's so funny?
You know, Sheriff, I was just thinking the shed is a good place to hide.
Yeah, so is the house. Guess we'll look there first.
Shall I go with you?
Better stay here. You boys go around the back.
All these chases of the wild gooses is funny, ain't it, Cisco?
We will return in just a moment with the climax of our exciting adventure of the Cisco Kid.
Marge, it's me, Bill.
Bill.
Please, miss, this is no time for love.
Why didn't you stay under the cover like Cisco told you?
I had to come back and see Marge to convince her that I didn't kill her uncle.
Oh, Bill, I don't need convincing. You know that.
Bill, get back to your horse, but don't leave until I give you a signal.
All right, Cisco.
And wait for us at the rocks near the lake.
Right.
What's the idea of bumping into me?
I'm sorry, it was an accident. I just tripped.
What's your trouble?
Ryan, he just rode off. He must have been hiding in the shack.
You should have looked there first, Sheriff.
Let's go after him, boys. What's going on around here?
Looks like someone has loosened the cinches of your saddles.
I'll say they did. Who did it?
Well, I didn't.
That kind of leaves you two, doesn't it?
Me? Not me. Maybe the singers get so tired being so tight around the horse that they jiggle themselves loose.
I ought to run you two in. But if I see you two around, I may still do it. Yeah.
Thanks, Cisco. And you too, Pancho.
Say, Miss Lacey, who is this man that tried to shoot Bill?
The new foreman. The lawyer hired him.
The new foreman? Ah, that's very interesting. We'll see you later. Come on, Pancho.
Cisco, I hope you know what we are doing.
We are going to do a little checking up on a certain lawyer, Pancho.
Lawyers? The sheriff's is bad enough, but these lawyers are going to get us all tangled up with their rips of delicious corpuses.
You mean corpus delicti, don't you?
I mean we're going to find ourselves right in the jail.
If that Cisco hadn't have bumped me, I'd have got Bill. Well, it doesn't matter. The sheriff will pick him up anyway. What about the cattle? Well, I've had him moved to the lower 40, ready to push across the state line as soon as you give the word. That'll be in a day or so when I hear from the buyer. By the time I get through with the Lacey Ranch, there won't be anything left but the buildings. Come on, let's have a drink.
Hey, Cisco, you see who it is with the lawyer?
Yes, Pancho. There is plenty wrong around here. Stay here, Pancho. Keep your eyes open. Hola, senor. Have you seen my friend Cisco? I think he is lost.
Yeah?
Yeah, I look for him any place, but I can't find him somewhere. Maybe you help me look for him, eh?
I'll look for him yourself.
Oh, but senor,
Get out of my way. That was Cisco's pal. That door was shut when we left here. Anything missing? Plenty. Get some of the men.
Are you sure about him, Cisco?
Bill, everything seems to point that this Foster is a crook as well as a lawyer.
Well, if you're right about him and the new foreman, they could rob Marge blind. Isn't there anything we can do?
No, not unless we get more evidence.
Hey, that's Bill. This is better than we thought.
You know what to do.
Pancho, that smells pretty good. Better make a run for it before they pin us down. Get to your horses. I'll keep you covered. Cisco, let's win!
I'm sorry about them getting away, Foster.
Never mind about that. We gotta move and move quick. Get that cattle across the state line as soon as you can.
I'll leave it to me.
All right.
Thank goodness I found you three before the sheriff did.
What's happened, Marge?
Well, I've lost most of my cattle to rustlers, and the sheriff thinks you three stole them.
Can you manage that? Who told that big lie? I break his neck in two places.
Well, it was one of my new punchers. I was in town when he rode in and told the sheriff.
Hey, Bill, you know this country around here pretty well?
Sure, what?
What would you do if you rustled cattle? Where would you drive them?
Well, I'd take them over the state line through Devil's Pass.
Well, then there's where we're heading for. Miss Lacey, will you do something for me?
Certainly.
Please tell the sheriff to pick up Foster and hold him at his office until I get there.
All right.
Thank you.
That's Jason and the new Lacey riders.
Help! Help!
Look after them, Pancho. I'll meet you in town.
Sheriff, this is an outrage. You have no right, legal or otherwise, to detain me here. I insist upon...
Cool off, Sam. I'm not detaining you. Just keeping you company until Cisco gets here.
Did you find my herd, Cisco?
Yes, and the rustlers, too. You know who they were? Your foreman, Jason. And the new hands your lawyer hired.
Are you insinuating that I'm behind the rustling?
No one else.
You can't prove it.
No? A smart attorney like you should be more clever where you hide things. Sheriff, I found this bottle of ink eradicator in one of his files. This, my friend, is going to send you to the gallows.
Really?
I am positive. And Sheriff, take a look at this. This is a copy of Jim Lacey's will. Foster removed the name of the real executor, the banker, and substituted his own. The cattle rustling was only the first step in looting the ranch and stripping Miss Lacey of her inheritance.
This is a very clever deduction, Cisco, but I'm afraid it will never be admitted as evidence.
Congratulations, Mrs. Ryan.
Oh, you know already, Mr. Barton.
Yes, Cisco and Pancho told me about your getting married. But you understand, under the terms of your uncle's will, it's my duty as his rightful executor to cut off your allowance.
I know. But being married to Bill is worth it.
Well, I called you in for another reason. Bill, have you $1?
Sure, why?
Well, give it to me.
Why should I give you $1?
Hey, do as he say. Give him the $1.
What's all this about?
You see, Bill, the will provides that if Margie married you, then the executor could dispose of the property at his discretion.
And after a full discussion of the matter with our mutual friend Cisco, it's my discretion to sell you the entire estate for exactly $1.
Oh, Cisco.
Take good care of her, Bill.
Oh, tamales. Let's win.
Oh, Pancho.
The Cisco Kid will be back in a moment. But first, an important message.
Goodbye, amigos.
See you soon!
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Cisco and Pancho, and I hope you'll come by and see us at Toy Gun Town. And also, I hope you'll spend some more time with us here on westernsontheweb.com. I'm Bob Terry. Have a great day, and we hope to see you again on down the trail.